Looks like we got a lively chat tonight.
Hey, how y'all doing tonight? It's Sunday, baby. If it's Sunday, you know it's Blue Dot family meeting time. And boy, ain't we got a lot of shit to talk about. I'm gonna move my mic.
Go ahead.
All right.
You good?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm good.
I'll turn you back on.
All right. How y'all doing this evening? I hope y'all are doing just fine. I want to say howdy to Janda Shedler. Oddly Wired jumped in. Ruben Michaels jumped in. Chuckster's here. Of course he is. That's where he needs to be, right here. Randy Curvin's here. And Barbara Hernandez, I'm sorry you're in a funk there, but I hope we're going to try to pick you up out of it. Buddy Davis is out there. I see you, buddy. He's in Facebook jail. Ain't that some shit? We are glad to see both our Facebook family and our YouTube family are doing good this evening. So we're both.
And hey, look, there's a Periscope comment right there.
Where?
Right up there. Look at that.
Hey, Grumpy, thanks for standing up, buddy. Thank you for standing up, buddy. We appreciate it. How about that? Periscope. I love it when we see Periscope. It means somebody out there on Twitter's paying attention. Anyway, it's Sunday. What's going on, John? Well, shit, everybody knows what's going on. The man that sits in our house has again demonstrated to the world that he is a racist asshole. He is a racist, disgusting con man. All those adjectives that we use to describe somebody who is of low moral value, of ignorance, of just pure hate. Well, that's Donnie Boy. That's Donnie the dictator. And he's proved it again by coming out with a tweet, baby. And I'm going to read it right to you right here. Are you ready?
Yep.
So interesting to see progressive Democrat congresswomen who originally came from countries whose governments are a complete and total catastrophe, the worst, most corrupt and inept anywhere in the world, if they even have a functioning government at all. Pause right there. Yeah. That's Donnie the Dick. And he is talking about 4 congresswomen in the United States Congress. And he's directing most of it, I imagine, at Ilhan Omar. But he's throwing in AOC and Tlaib. He's throwing everybody, all 4 ladies in there. The other one slipped my mind here for a minute, just a second. But he's telling them to go back to where they came from. You know, Ilhan Omar is the only one that was not born in the United States. She was born in Somalia. She came here about 7 or 8 years old. Are you shitting me, you little scumbag Donnie? You have any room to talk about anybody's patriotism or anybody's love for this country? The draft-dodging, lying con man who has sucked this country dry forever and tried to institute as much racist, hateful shit in this country? That it brings to, as he continues.
Oh yeah.
I
didn't know you were gonna continue reading it. There you go.
Now, what's that last word over there? Now loudly and viciously telling the people of the United States, the greatest and most powerful nation on earth, how our government is to be run. How about running it? Why don't they go back and help fix the really broken and crime-infested places from which they came? Then come back and show us how to run our government. Go back to where you came there, AOC. You know, New York City. Go back there. You know, what, the Ohio and Wisconsin and shit.
Yeah, those shithole countries.
Yeah, those shithole countries. Those that, you know, it. Now, you've heard a string today of Democrats come out and condemn the shit out of this, but you haven't heard any Republicans come out and say anything about this crap. 39 minutes ago, this is what he tweeted just a half hour ago. So sad to see the Democrats sticking up for those who speak so badly of our country and who, in addition, hate Israel with a true and unbridled passion. Whenever confronted, they call their adversaries, including Nancy Pelosi, racist. Their disgusting language and the many terrible things they say about the United States must not be allowed to go unchallenged. If the Democrat Party wants to continue to condone such disgraceful behavior, then they look even more forward to seeing you at the ballot box in 2020. Baby, I can't wait for 2020. And when he's talking about condoning disgraceful behavior, Where is the Republican Party? This is a total racist asshole today, as he has been called out ever since he got before he got in his hat in the ring. Before all that shit. Everybody in this country knew he was a racist when he was doing the Central Park Five, when he did the birther shit. He's just, when he did the Charlottesville crap. He is a white supremacist. He might as well be the Grand Wizard of the Klan, because that's all he represents. He doesn't represent America, and those scumbags that follow him and support him are no better than him. They are traitors to this country just like him, and nothing less. I'm a bit pissed off at this shit because I'm talking about like-minded people that we are, have spent most of our life trying to chase down and get rid of racism, to call it out when you see it. It's bullshit. It's just disgusting behavior. And now we got Donnie up there in the White House, baby, and he is preaching this tweet today. This is all for his minions. This is for his base down there. He's throwing more red meat. Look at me. I'm calling them out. Tell them to go back to their own country, because they like that shit. They like those words coming out of that man's mouth. He is not ever, since the day he stood up, has ever done anything to try to unite this country. He has been driving a wedge in this shit since the day he was freaking born. He's been driving a wedge in this shit. Well, it's time for us to wedge back, baby. It is time for this nation to rise up and just be fed up with this bullshit, because that's what it is daily. It's another shit show. We ain't even into Monday yet, and already this shit's going on. He's controlling the news cycle because of his disgusting behavior. And, God damn, it pisses you off. It would piss any true American off. Any patriotic American with any kind of compassion, any kind of value left in their soul, would despise this man. Those that support him, I have little anything for them. They're ignorant. They're stupid. There's no other way to describe it than ignorance, when they don't see racism when it comes out of that man's mouth. And it comes out every chance he gets to. Hey, how y'all doing anyway? Who's in the room? Let's talk to somebody. Shit, before I go off on a deep end.
So we got currently in the room our two moderators, Jen and Velda. How are y'all doing today?
I'm doing just fine. How are you, Velda?
I'm doing just fine, Jen, and everybody. How are you doing?
We're doing pretty good.
Doing just
I'm a little wore out. We've been doing fence work today. I bet Travis's arms are a little wore out.
Yep.
Travis has been on that post hole pounder and post hole T-post pounder. Big metal thing. You have to. I ain't doing that.
Hey, I can't complain. It's a good way to let out aggression.
Yeah, and there's a lot of aggression worked out today on a fence line. So, but man, it was.
Do you have a hammer drill?
No.
Oh, no.
No.
Travis.
Yes, Velda.
I want you to know. I feel your pain.
There you go.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Feel your pain.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been as bad if it wasn't just so hot. That's the only thing.
Out there in the sun, there was no shade at all, and
Arkansas.
Yeah.
Clay soil.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been burning hot everywhere. Jesus, I put a post on it. It was 101 degrees today, and something on the next day, and it was going to be 98 tomorrow, Monday. And I said, "Ooh, boy, good deal, cold front coming." And then somebody, I think over in Arizona, I can't remember who, I should have jotted it down, put a 5-day forecast in there from their city, 112, 113. All of a sudden, I'm thinking, well, I'm a wuss. I'm only at 101, but I'm sweating to death down here. But they say that's a drier heat over there, so it's different.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I'd like to see. I don't want to be in 112 degree heat anyway. I don't care if it is dry, but anyway, yeah, that's what we did today. And, but we got the fence back up, which means tomorrow Jenny's will be able
going to have the whole front yard to herself again.
She can go back out into the front yard in her normal domain and be able to roam around out there.
That's good.
Yeah.
Dry heat just means that the stink goes away faster after you're dead.
Yeah.
There's more.
You're mummified.
More inspirational information from our one and only Jen.
Man, I don't want to bring up any. This lady today, Marsha was Mama was in there on the couch, and she was doing her thing over there on watching things on her iPad. And one of them jumped up, and I paid. All of a sudden, I looked over there, and what are you listening to? And it was somebody giving a TED talk. Which, if you're familiar with TED talks, they're really great. If you don't know what they are, Google TED talks, and you can find about just any subject you can imagine being discussed. But this lady was discussing what happens when you die, and the way we do it is, we if you're buried, they embalm you, and then fix you up to make real look pretty and everything, put you in thing. Anyway, when all that degrades, it's the
Mom was watching this?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
The stuff they put in you, shit, I just said it. Formaldehyde.
I think we get it.
Yeah,
embalming
fluid, the embalming fluid, the cosmetics, everything, over time will degrade, and it gets into the soil and how bad it is for the ground and everything. And even if you are cremated, I can't remember there was something wrong with that. Anyway, you're cremated. Oh, what the smoke, release of certain atoms and stuff in the air. Anyway, it ain't good for the environment. But this lady was giving a talk on. She was trying to develop mushrooms, so they could put you in the ground with nothing else, just stick you in the ground there and plant mushrooms over you real quick, and then and they're edible.
I don't know, but anything that's like biodegradable.
Yeah, it was all biodegradable.
Really,
it was how to bury a body and not ruin the earth, because you think of the amount of people that die. This is a terrible subject.
I was about to say, my favorite TED Talks have been like the Ollie and Innovate by Rodney Mullen, street skater from way back in the day. I know someone from one of the filmmaking groups I have just did a TED Talk on visual effects in the movie industry. Those are TED Talks I can get behind, but oh man, damn, this is
natural burial is more economical and more eco-friendly.
Yeah. Well, that's why I like that song. I don't want my kids to have to buy my grave. It's a good song. Anyway.
Really quick, we want to welcome Me Daffy to the call. How's it going?
Hello,
She's got her mic turned off.
You got your mute mighted.
Mute mighted.
Yeah, the mighty mute is muted. Mike is muted. Medfly. Anyway, we're glad you're here.
I'm sure she'll pop up in just a second.
Donna Biden-Kosu says she's going to be a tree. I've heard of that too.
Yeah.
You become a tree.
Yeah, I think you can
Hi, Donna Biden-Kosu.
Oh man, I want to say someone told me about that kind of stuff from a while back and how you go about doing that. It actually sounded cool as shit.
Pickle juice. Mary Goodrider, you want to be pickled? Is that what they can put you in a jar? You better clarify there, girl. Pickle juice. Oh, for sweating. I bet she's talking about when it's hot outside. Pickle juice.
When you said that, I was thinking tequila and the worm and pickling people in tequila.
There you go.
Jeez.
Pickle them up.
I just went down that road, right?
That's so good.
Yeah.
Oh man. Really quick, we want to welcome Ozzie Dave. How's it going, man?
Ozzie.
Angry.
Yeah.
Australia's angry. Bloody frickin' orange-headed turd. How dare he put those women down? The dirty, low bag of shit. I have never seen such an unqualified president in my life.
Never. Thank you for pointing that out.
Throw his weight around. And he is so corrupted. I mean, just alone, any president that owes millions and millions, almost $1 billion, to Russian oligarchs and government, they are ineligible, in my book, to be president because they're corrupted. And this man is owned by Russia. And that alone, forget all the other shit, forget everything else, that alone should put him out the White House besides mental issues.
I want to, I haven't looked.
I had to get that out.
Well, we appreciate it because we all feel the same way. You sent me a documentary from over in Australia.
Yep.
I haven't looked at it yet, but I want to look at that. And
I'm halfway through it, and it's good.
Is it good? I want to watch it, and then I thought if it was something that the family would enjoy, we could play that. But
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I didn't even think of that.
yeah, yeah. I
It's
haven't-
good.
Is it good? Well, there you go. Velda said it was good. So what do I know? We don't.
Well, it's just
She
Australia.
knows what she's talking about. So.
This show, that Four Corners show, is a non-political in the sense of it has no alignment to anyone, and it doesn't care who it hurts. If as long as the truth comes out, and they win many awards in Australia, but certainly it's their investigation, and they went in areas that probably Mueller didn't go or things weren't brought up. But I was saying to Velda earlier on this evening that we're talking about this fact that Mueller was told to look at, I believe, only, correct me if I'm wrong, only the current election that went on and any dealings that could be wrong there. But prior to that election, I'm sure Mueller found what you'll see on this documentary about the millions and millions, and I'm sure Mueller knows about it, and that Russia gave Trump that neither American bank would deal with him.
Right.
Russia just bailed him out, and it's almost $1 billion.
I think
he's corrupt, he's compromised.
I think a lot of that is going to come out of the Southern District of New York. The case is going on in New York
so.
because he was a resident in New York. He had to file his taxes there. All his business was there, and I think a lot of that, where he got his money is going to come out then. I want to give a quick shout out to Carolyn Van Wyck, who donated $2 and says, John, I love the ZZ Top look. If you shave, I won't recognize you. I know, darling. I'm caught in that thing right there, baby.
You got to keep it, John.
I've grown very accustomed to it. If I shave this thing off, there ain't a soul in the world going to recognize who the hell I am. And not that that's
No,
important.
dye it orange. Dye it orange.
Dye it orange? Well...
No, you want to dye it blue, man.
It may be blue here pretty soon. I don't know. There's something coming up in a video that,
Yeah, we've been discussing about that. We haven't forgot. Speaking of which, that video was only made possible, or not made possible, but the idea was hatched by the one and only Good Mitch, who is in the call right now. How's it going,
Mitch of the North? Hello, Good Mitch.
What? North of Greensburg, Pennsylvania, baby.
You're where?
Greensburg, Pennsylvania.
You're in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Man, you get around, bub. Is it nice up there?
That's where my shit is.
Oh, that's all. Well, you got to go where your shit is. That's the.
You got exactly so.
Yep. You got shit. You got to stay near your shit. Well, I'm glad you're doing all right, bub. What do you think about our racist asshole tweeting out shit?
Let's say what I don't know about you guys, but I was in the construction industry in the mid '80s in New York City. I worked for a little outfit you may have heard of called Turner Construction.
Turner Construction.
Construction company. They built the Chrysler Building.
Right.
Was their huge achievement. In the mid '80s, we were forbidden from doing business with any of Trump's businesses because he didn't pay his fucking bills.
Oh boy.
So I've known he's a scumbag for 40 years, and now everybody else is just figuring it out. So I don't know if I'm especially smart or America's especially dumb. I'm still trying to work that out.
Right now, I'm thinking there's a large part of them are just dumb, plain stupid, or have lost every value they have ever had in their life. And I want to give a quick shout out to Jacqueline Jordan. Hey, John, wonder if he is enjoying the balloons I sent him. And she is talking about this right here. I can't reach that shit. Oh, man. Don't screw. We ain't doing that again. It's right over there. It's the Trump balloons that Jacqueline has sent us. I was hoping you'd show up there. And I have sent out several of those to other voices, so I expect to be seeing them on their videos also. So, Jacqueline Jordan, I wanted to say personal thank you for those balloons. They're really neat. They add a little content to our set. So, I just wanted to throw that out there because I just saw her name go by. Martin Green says the Republicans are so desperate to protect Trump like they are doing a favor for Putin. Pence would do the same stuff Trump is doing when it comes to... Oh, you moved it. to policies. So Putin is pulling the strings. I'm telling you, baby. Did anybody see Mike Pence on when he went to the border to go to a detention center?
Oh,
Yes.
my God, yes.
Now I'm just gonna ask, what color was his skin?
He looked like a damn vampire.
He looked like he's orange, like he's turning into Donnie. I guess he got sunburn or something, but man, that white hair in his face is just, to me it looked orange. And I'm thinking, yep, that's what happens when you get your face too close to Donnie's ass.
I gotta make the comment though, watching that footage was disgusting because he was such an motionless.
If you see him in the center, he's staring off into the distance with a freaking look. That's what I mean when I say Mike Pence is nothing but a poser. If he knows there's a camera on there, he is given that distance stare, like, and he's not even looking at the men. He's looking off the other way, like, yes,
He's probably thinking beneath him, don't breathe.
Yeah.
Just look dead.
Don't screw up.
Look
Don't
up.
screw up. Make Donnie happy.
His nose is in the air. His nose is in the air, and they're beneath him.
Yes.
I know. Pence was looking at some guy's hard cock. I'm sure.
I wouldn't doubt it. Asshole. I'm telling you that.
I'm not. You know me. I'm not. I am a big fan of all humans of all stripes, but nothing is worse than, from my perspective, a racist Jew or a homophobic gay man.
There you go. Oh, yeah. How does that happen? A homophobic gay man.
And don't forget mother.
Yeah, mother.
Mother.
I call my wife Mama. Hey, Mama. Like, hey, one sweet
that's
Mama
different.
right there. Yeah.
That's acceptable.
He says mother. Come here, mother. I don't want to be whispering mother in my
Mother is.
Yeah.
A mother is shoes.
Hey, John.
Yeah, Dave.
I wonder, this Epstein guy, right?
Yeah,
how he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
How smart are these stupid freaking prick billionaires that leave incriminating evidence
Pictures.
in your own home?
Pictures.
Especially when you know you're being looked at.
Yeah.
But you keep the evidence in your own home, not somewhere else. His home is going to convict him.
I can answer that.
You got to understand
Go
the
ahead, Jen.
arrogance of these people, Dave. The arrogance of these people is they don't have arrogance like this anywhere else in the world.
Money can buy their way out of anything.
That's the only answer, isn't it? That's the only answer to it. It's just not going to get caught because I own too many people.
Yeah.
No, that's actually.
What were you going to say, Jen?
I've talked to some cop about the topic. Not.
Jen, hang on, you're cutting out.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna switch headphones.
You got it. You're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I talked with some cop friends, not specifically billionaires and pedophilia, but criminals in general. Criminals leave evidence and get caught because they don't think they're going to get caught. They believe that they're that good at what they do that they're not going to get caught.
Yeah.
They just leave shit all over.
And if they do, evidently they think they can buy their way out of it. And here lately, haven't they done that? Now they're getting caught.
Oh, yeah.
Now they're getting caught. But don't think for a minute that this kind of shit has not been going on forever. And, long before Donnie was even
It went
born.
on in the 15th century.
It's gone on forever. But now we are in an information age to where
24/7.
24/7, baby. If you're not informed, you're willfully ignorant of the facts. You are being willfully ignorant if you don't pay attention to some shit. If somebody asks you something about what's going on the border or something like that, and you, well, I don't know. What the hell? It's our job to know, and it bothers me. Anyway.
My mom and I were talking the other day about when she was a little girl. She's like, we knew families that had creepy Uncle George, that you never wanted to be alone with creepy Uncle George. But now, it's on the news 24/7. But she said a lot of families you knew had somebody that was creepy, and back in those days they called it creepy, but he was a perv.
Yeah, and everybody
That's what I called my whole family, sister.
let me
Creepy or perv.
let me give you. I'm going to read real quick Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's response to the president's tweet just a little while ago, and she writes, "Mr. President," which is giving him a whole lot more freaking credit than that asshole. Mr. President, the country I come from and the country we all swear to is the United States. But given how you've destroyed our border with inhumane camps, at a benefit to you and the corporations who profit off of them, you are absolutely right about the corruption laid at your feet. And I'm glad she stands up and says it. This is money, baby. I'm telling you, there are a lot of corporations out there making a whole lot of big money off of our dime, our taxpayer money going for this shit. And they're laughing their ass all the way to the bank at $775.
You pay for tax cuts.
Yeah,
The government didn't pay for those tax cuts for the rich people.
No,
the worker paid for it.
That's right, baby. The working people down here, those that have to pay the taxes, because those at the top, as you've seen with big corporations and shit, they don't pay taxes, baby. That's why the loopholes are made. That's how come our tax laws is in a book that freaking thick. It's because there's enough loopholes in there for every rich man to hide his money offshore or do something with it that they don't have to pay taxes on it. Hell yes, we need to go right back to taxing them at 70-80% over a certain amount of money. That's rich, baby. What do you need? What, like Betsy DeVos and that? What do you need, another 8th or 9th or 10th yacht? That's bullshit. That's bullshit. You're just a leech. You're a leech on society, a parasite that just sucks everything out of it just for their own personal greed. This is for their family. Fruit, screw you. We don't need to give you nothing. You go out and pull up your bootstraps and work for it like I did. Bullshit. It was handed to you on a silver platter. The same way this asshole that got in our house is.
They stole it.
Yes, or they stole it.
Yeah.
It's like the New York and Amazon. Now, New York offered Amazon $2 billion to move into New York. Amazon didn't need $2 billion. They don't pay tax, and Amazon wanted to be in New York anyhow.
You know who's going to pay for that? The taxpayers of that district they're moving into for all the infrastructure that's going to have to support because they got a big tax cut. That's bullshit, and I agree with the people who say
moving in.
That Amazon and what would be wrong with building that somewhere in the middle of Kansas, somewhere in the middle of the country where it's needed, and you have central distribution, someplace where the economy needs jobs like that,
it needs to step up.
I've heard discussions on this before, and it's true that we have to put up with this auctioning off of our rights as citizens by our cities and shit. Oh, well, we won't charge you taxes for 150 years. How's that? Please come here. Bullshit. Bullshit. Pay your taxes.
And Fox and Friends canned AOC over it and said, "Oh, she's saying we don't need the money. Go away. We don't need 2,000 jobs. How dare she?" Yeah. But yet, Amazon needed to be in, as you say, in another state that needed the help. Yeah. That probably would have given them some help to move in. Yeah. But she was right. She was right in what she said, and they bagged her.
Yes.
And Amazon were going nowhere else, and they moved into New York. They're moving in. And New York didn't have to pay $2 billion, or the American people didn't pay $2 billion. Amazon wanted to be there.
What's it?
So
Amazon wanted to be in New York, but they didn't want to be in the Bronx.
Yeah.
And so when that got kiboshed with the help of AOC, they finally got the spot they wanted.
Yeah. I say that AOC's got a head on.
Well, while we're all talking here, I want to welcome Virginia into the room. How are you, Virginia? Oh, I see she's got her mic muted. Let's see. We welcome Virginia into the conversation anyway. I'm sure she'll unmute here in just a few minutes. But, that's where we're at, baby.
It's just sad that they can throw your money away so easily. I wonder, out of that $2 billion they offered Amazon, how much come back to the donors via the back door?
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
You wondering why
It's
our
just another way of shoveling.
Stock
Hey
holders.
mate, we can get some money out of this. Even though you're going to move in, we'll make some money here. We'll give you $2 billion to move in, and you give us half back in the back.
Well, look at all the stadiums they've been building all over the place.
yeah.
Hey, look, let us put our game on the Staples Center. I mean, it's like I don't know what's the one that they built in LA. It's just it's crazy.
Gary Adkins just says state of Alabama just paid $394 million to get Mazda Toyota in their Athens, Alabama.
Yes.
That was on $394 million to get Mazda to move in. That's more sensible figure, isn't it, for a big company like Mazda?
It's hard to criticize cities because they're trying the best for their citizens to bring jobs into the area, as any district would. But at what cost are we what pressures are we putting on that community with like I say, with the infrastructure? The tax burden that's going to have to be spent to
and
provide.
the eminent domains.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This the more
it's frustrating.
It is because all I see is fascism. That's what I see. Is fascism, as I understand it, is when corporations work with government to run the world, to run the country. That decisions are based on profit lines and margins and shit like that. Do you see anything that's not that in our country right now? That's what the corporations, they get away with shit. GE doesn't pay any taxes. Are you shitting me? How many light bulbs are they selling anyway?
Look at all the mergers. Every time you turn around, somebody's merging with somebody else, and it's like, then they got a monopoly. What the hell? What the hell's the little guy gonna do?
Hey, Mitch, we're getting some feedback on your end, bud.
Sorry, dude.
You're
That's
good.
all right. Anyway, what else is going on?
Well, I got a fact for you. All right, a fact for your listeners, John.
What's up?
Trump claims he's good, right? When Trump came in and took over the presidency, the share market went up 21%, right? Straight away. When Obama moved into the White House, the share market went up to 71%.
There you go.
The economy in America has been on the rise constantly, steadily, for the last 105 months straight. Trump's only been president for 29 months.
I'm telling you, everything that we see today, if you just go look at any graph,
Obama.
That's right. It came from Obama, baby, and he can't stand that. And I understand the British ambassador also disclosed that the reason Donnie pulled out of the Iran nuclear treaty was because of just that, just for the spite of Obama's name. That's it. No other
That's going to
reason.
get messy now.
There's nothing but petty, just petty shit.
That, this Iran mess up. I mean, you've got European countries now trying to stop Iran from being attacked because Iran has broken the agreement by default, not by what they want.
They're increasing their uranium output.
Trump, he pushed him into a corner, and I fear that he may start there to detract from the Epstein, the other things, getting close to election. It may make him a hero amongst his base.
Well, he's drilling deeper on his base. He's not, that's what I mean. Not since he has been in office has he ever tried to unite this country or give a common, theme for this country or whatever. It's not coming out of his mouth. He's only got one interest: his deep red base, blood red, racist deplorables is his solid base. The Republicans that are standing by him now, especially after coming out with tweets like this shit today, like that should surprise anybody. That he said, no, it doesn't. Nobody's surprised. We're all pissed off that he did, but nobody is surprised that he did. Because he does it all the time. It's just like his obstruction of justice. He'll do it right in front of everybody and look at you like, hey, what's wrong with this? There's nothing wrong with this. Look at me. I'm doing it right in front of you. You know.
That's how I see it.
And I'll do it again.
Yeah, and I'll do it again. And if you don't like it, screw you. And that's exactly what he's doing.
Really quick, we want to welcome TW Trav to the call. How's it going?
Hey, TW.
Pretty good. How are you guys?
I'm pissed off. How about you?
Are you pissed off?
It sounds like I'm not pissed off. I've just been listening to the rant today, so it's been, very informative.
Well, I'm glad you stopped by, bub. We're always glad to have you. Yeah, just I like our live. I was telling somebody the other day, my rants is what I purge my shit out of me because it builds up. But the family, I like going a lot of different directions in the family meeting just because it allows me to look elsewhere. Yes, exactly.
Did anybody hear why Mueller they pushed that back a week? He's going to testify in front of
who?
I really didn't see anything.
What's
it was supposed to be on the 17th, and now it's like a week later.
Oh, does this
On
Mueller?
the 25th.
Mueller?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Didn't
got
you hear
pushed
about
back.
that, John?
Yes, I did. Yes, he got pushed back.
A week.
A week, and I have to think that it's a little more information. I don't think Mueller minds another week waiting. He's got nothing to do. He doesn't work
But
for Uncle
why?
Sam.
Even though Donnie's trying to slam him again, I think that right there should be witness tampering.
Oh, it's nothing new with him, though. TW, that's what he was doing. With the Flynn thing and everything else, with the Cohen thing.
Well, that's like I had watched I don't know, it was a YouTube video, and it was pretty long. It was about an hour and some odd minutes, but it was basically they were talking about, they had a few people in there talking about why a president couldn't be indicted, why shouldn't he be indicted, why this shouldn't be happening, why that shouldn't be happening, and it was pretty long and it was pretty informative. But then you look at that, I think it's John Jacobs or whatever, that guy that's on the Intel committee. And that guy's just a total asshole. So he just wants to get in there and...
Yeah, he's a drama queen. He wants to, every time you see him, he's got his white shirt sleeves rolled up. He is angry. He's like pouting around and just point. Oh, shit.
Did you stop with that dang shoulder of yours? Jesus.
Yeah,
you act like you got mobility in that thing.
Don't pick up the hand so much. Jen Morgan. Jen Morgan, thank you very much. You just donated $2 through Super Chat and said, hey, John and Travis, how goes Naruto? Is that right? Naruto run.
Well, Dad hasn't practiced his run yet because he's been doing a lot of chores around the house, and I don't feel like killing him. But
the story.
My girlfriend is off for the next 2 days, and we started talking about it and writing it last few days. So we're basically getting ready to film it for the next day or two. I don't think it's going to take that long to film, but it's more like I want to make sure I don't... I'm going to have Dad do the least amount of physical activity with his hurt arms. So I'm trying to make sure all my VFX shots are going to work fine to make it look
Travis?
legit. Yes.
Don't you need to put together like a neon kimono for him to wear?
No.
Here's the thing. I would love to go all out with a cosplay. But the problem is just time and money, because I want this to get out, because it's to show appreciation for everybody getting together and donating $100 in one day, which was very helpful. So I want to
turn their mic down.
Yeah, we're getting feedback somewhere. That's from TW.
Yeah, just a second. I'm just trying to change microphones.
You got it.
Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem.
It's okay. You're temporarily muted for just a little bit while you get that fixed. But anyway, no, there is a lot of variables that I want to work with just to make this out there and outrageous, because this is what I not necessarily do for a living, but I definitely get into the effects work hardcore. and there's a lot of things I want to do, but I also got to be realistic with time. But hey, if this is a popular thing and people like it, then by all means, we'll do it more often with different mediums. So,
are you going to use the fox cloak?
I wish we had. Wait, the fox cloak. See, here's the thing. I haven't watched too much Naruto myself. If I'll have to ask Rose what if the fox cloak.
Is that like the invisible cloak or something?
No, that's
no.
Potter.
No.
She'll pull it up on YouTube and show you. It's where the character's showing and it's just a rough outline of an orange fox.
Oh, I get you.
A flaming fox, and and the blue fireball that he can throw.
Ah, okay.
I want to throw a blue fireball.
I was kind of thinking like if he can do some sort of cloning ninjutsu, because I know they do that in the show, and I was thinking maybe he can summon like WilloWisp blue flames around him, then that can represent the Blue Dot family.
WilloWisp.
You know, I kind of want to get this involving everybody somehow.
You could give him a blue fox.
I could. I could.
Yes, I do.
Or use a
been volunteering.
Or a orange one with the blue ball, which will contrast beautifully.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
With the 9 tails.
I've seen him
do that. With the 9 tails QB.
I've seen him take, like a fireball and throw it from his hand and shoot across the room and blow somebody up like that. I've seen all that kind of stuff. He does that stuff, so I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Hey, John.
Yes, sir, Dave.
You know what I reckon? I reckon Mueller has been given a hard time by Trump, like saying things like, "Don't you dare disclose anything about what's new."
Yeah.
Because I think what one of the Congress people could ask Mueller is something along the lines of, "Why did you investigate this part of Mr. Trump?" And Mueller may reply with, "Because in 2002 he got $25 million from Russia, and we had to investigate where that money went." And that could open a jar of worms to be saying, "Well, what's this 25 million and what's this 15 million?" So I think maybe Trump's a little bit worried that Mueller may bring up his past before he was president.
Well, that's where the crimes are. That's where the crimes are.
Yeah.
I mean, besides that, look at there. Jacqueline Jordan donated $2 through Super Chat. Thank you, dear, very much. We appreciate that. We appreciate every dollar we get nowadays, baby. It's going for a good cause, keeping the lights on. So we appreciate tremendously. But yeah.
That's where the crimes are before 2000.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, we know he has we know the crimes he's committed while he's been in office that we know of, the 10 acts of obstruction of justice and the collusion. Let's don't forget that shit either. But how he got here, because as you said, Ozzie, there was no banks in the United States that were loaning him any money. They weren't giving him shit. His credit sucked. He was a bad businessman. Everything he touched died. Everything went bankrupt. I don't know how they keep, these Trumpers. Oh, he's a great businessman. Are you shitting me? He's been living off of somebody else's dime his whole life. His whole life has been somebody else's money, not his.
He's a leech.
He's a leech. He's a parasite on society. And besides being a turd that should be down in the sewer somewhere floating away, that's what we got. But yeah, his crimes that got him to the position that he thought he could run for office in this country had to have some big money coming in, and we all know where that came from, baby.
That must make him ineligible because he's conflicted.
He's illegitimate. He's an illegitimate president. He was installed by Russia.
How come there's no action happening?
Well, that's our system, Dave. We got to drag our. I am so ready for impeachment hearings. I'm
more so now.
Yes, I'm just biting at the chomp with Nancy Pelosi. And now, if it isn't freaking enough that we have this kind of shit going on and we have an impeachment to do, is there's a lot of infighting amongst our own party. And I hate seeing that shit because it's in the news. Nancy Pelosi against AOC and them. It's
but that's all been set up by the frickin' by the Republicans, mate.
It's an argument that's been started, and there you go. You jump into it, and now Donnie's over there trying to defend Nancy Pelosi from being being called a racist. I'm just so afraid we're going to form a circular firing squad. What we're going to end up with. We have to stick together as a party, as a movement. Even if you don't even like the Democratic Party, I'm an independent, John. Well, fine. But if you're liberal leaning, get on board the train, baby, because we need every passenger we can get. Everybody motivated. That's it, baby.
You need a third party.
Well,
Vote blue no matter who.
Vote blue no matter who. A third party at this point right now, Dave, I mean, in the long run, years, 100 years from now, maybe so. But in the environment we're in now, it's a two-party system, baby. And if a third party, it's a political game that we have to play, and we have to play by the rules, and the rules are going to give us two parties. So if that's the way it's going to be played, we need to be affirmative, damn sure that we're on the right side. That if you get your ass out and vote.
You seem to have a few more independents though, don't you?
Hey, where you going?
For the last few.
Hey.
Banging outside.
What? Something happened outside. I don't know. I don't know. He jumped up and he said something was happening outside, but he'll come back.
What's your donkey?
No, I already put Jenny up.
How is she?
She's doing much better. My little Jenny is walking much better. I took her out.
What was it? Did you figure out what it was?
No, I think she twisted her ankle or something. You know, because I got down there on her hoof and just, you know, I brushed it and got the little pick in there and did her toenails, give her a little manicure and everything, and I couldn't find anything. And then after a while, I'm just thinking, well, she must have twisted her ankle or something, which scares the hell out of me. But yeah, she was walking around. How old is she? Lordy, let me think here for a minute. Probably 10 years old now. Something
and
around.
how long do they normally live for, John?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
You don't.
I don't want to know.
Depending on how well you take care of her, about 30 years.
Well, then good. Me and her go about the same time, I hope. But she.
There's a Z donkey here in town.
It scares me anytime something happens to her. You know, my heart is so attached to this donkey. It's not even funny. When she went through the dog attack, which killed our other goat. And the wounds on her hindquarter was so massive. I mean, just gaping wounds about 8 inches long, and hunks of meat just ripped out of her. Nursing her through that, and watching her cry, seeing her little eyes and she's crying, and that doesn't melt anybody's heart. Not, you know. Anyway, she crawled into my heart, and she's in there forever. So.
Well, I'm glad to hear she's doing better.
What's that?
I'm glad to hear she's doing better.
Well, thank you, Medfly.
She's part of the family.
Yes, she is.
Yep.
She's definitely part of this one. I'm telling you, But I took her out to the front yard and tied her off while me and the boys worked on that fence line today, and so I tied her over there where the weed eater hasn't gotten to yet, so she had plenty of longer grass to sit over there and munch on, and put a bucket of water over there for her, and she was happy. She watched us all day as we put the fence back up. And so tomorrow morning, for the first time in a while, I'll be able to take her out of her stall and walk her over there and just turn her loose in the front yard. And she can go run around and do whatever she wants. I don't think she's running anywhere. Everybody's after me to go on it. She's got to go on a diet. What's up?
I guess nothing. I guess I'm going nuts.
Oh, you're just having fits or something?
No, what I thought I heard gunfire outside, and I went to go check, and
gunfire?
Yeah, I thought so, but I didn't see anything, it just sounded super close, but no one else heard it.
How unusual around here.
I go down and check on Rose, and she's sitting there going, "Hey, how do you not know about the nine-tailed fox yet?" So she's watching the show.
the nine-tailed fox?
Yeah, Velda would know.
Okay.
QB.
Yeah, so
it's called a QB.
Yeah, so she's
she's doing research, huh?
No, she knows about it because she's watched the show. I haven't watched the show yet, so
she doesn't need to research.
Yeah, no, that's why I've waited for her to have time off to do this video, because she'll know what to do and how to make it authentic. Even though probably, I don't know. It's hard to think that the majority of our audience will understand every little thing, so my job is to try to level it out to where
Keep it
everybody
real.
can, keep it real and keep it to where everybody can enjoy it without having to know the source material, so, but have enough source material in there so the people who do know about it will know at least people knew what they were doing when they made it, so.
Yeah.
But anyway, not gonna hijack the conversation. No, I just thought I heard some banging outside, so I was like,
my job is to be the thespian. Just
Yes.
give me my line. That's all I got to do is sit out there.
I hate to tell you, you're not getting your own trailer.
Yeah, I do.
Travis, I thought gunfire was standard procedure for Texas.
It
is, but when it's that close, it gets me concerned.
Yeah.
Because I could have sworn I heard it right out
Or
my
like-
right ear, right outside. So I was like, "What the shit is that?" So, But no, we're used to it. It's just not that close.
Gunfire around this area is not unusual at all.
Hey, don't mean to change the subject, but what is this big deal with Area 51?
Oh boy.
I want to go.
Oh yeah, baby.
Invade.
I'm gonna go join them. Let's go storm Area 51.
It's funny because it was that story about Area 51 that started this
started
Naruto
the
thing.
Nana run. The
Yeah.
Nana route.
After we storm the fucking house we own in Washington, D.C.
There
where
you
a
go,
child
baby.
was-
Yeah,
There you
amen.
go, Mitch. That's what I say.
In the
That's
end, though, it
right.
would be the same kind of result, which would be a lot of people getting killed. So I'm gonna partake in none of those.
But yeah,
And I'm interested in them aliens.
I want to see them aliens.
I really think we're fortunate in a way. You want to know why?
What's
We
that?
always heard that. We always heard about America, all growing up, and about how one was, and how one of the reasons why America was so great was because of our checks and balances in the
Yes.
Constitution.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now those are completely fucked up now.
Yeah.
So where do we go from here?
They're out the way.
I leave it open to you for discussion.
Well,
You're back to the 1800s, guys.
Mary Abu Goodrider, impeachment log chain ride in Westport, New York, then into the tarring and feathering booth, followed by being thrown into the paddy wagon and then into a real prison. General population. I think that's a good idea.
Gitmo.
Yeah, send his ass to Gitmo. Well, I don't know. I like the tar and feathering booth there. And, that's
After
where
he's
I
tarred
am.
and feathered, Gitmo.
That's where I am. If I had my way, yeah, he'd be tarred and feathered in public and brought down as the disgrace that he is. Because he deserves nothing. I mean, if we can't do that because, of course, we're a civilized society. But metaphorically speaking, that's exactly what he has to go through. He has to be tarred and feathered in public.
Civilized.
This country has to throw.
Civilized.
Yes. Well, we still are, and we're the side that's fighting for that civility. That we are the civil side of this country. The other side has lost it. They have lost their moral compass, their integrity, everything that you ever thought of. The Republican Party is willing to throw out the window to follow this disgusting excuse for a human being, much less a leader of a country. They've lost any right to discuss anything with me. Their pure love of this man who is obviously nothing but a racist. He's a rapist. He's a woman abuser. He's name it, baby. He's a con man, lion, draft dodging, coward. What else? What other names?
Gangster.
You wanna know
Gangster.
what they're doing this? I think
Traitor.
He eats his steaks well done. He should be tarred and feathered just for that.
Yes. Metaphorically, of course.
And you can
I'm
never
for
trust
the
a
real
man that
thing,
doesn't
baby.
drink a beer.
Yeah, like that's some saving grace for him. That's another reason I don't trust him.
But Mitch said something very specific. What do we do now? And I think I got the solution for it, and it's quite simple. It's been under our nose the entire time. We storm Area 51 and figure out what's with them aliens.
Ask them aliens. They know.
They should know what
They
we
should
do
know.
because
They're
we can
more
definitely not
advanced than
trust
we
anybody
are.
here.
Just storm the Bastille, baby. We'll
I
get the
did
aliens.
something this weekend. Every time I seen a post from somebody that they're cracking down in certain areas, I reposted it, and I said, get out and protect them. Put bodyguards around them.
There you go.
Intercede.
This little Sunday fiasco thing is a prime example of what Donnie does. Donnie is not concerned with how many they round up today. If he was concerned about that, he would have kept his mouth shut. But Donnie can't do that. Donnie has to make it all about him. He proclaimed this a week ago. It's going to be Sunday. We're going to be in this city. We're going to get millions of people and blah, 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 blah. And if it was a serious operation, ICE is over there going, "What the fuck, asshole? What are you doing? Shut your mouth." And the element of surprise is gone, more or less.
But he knows what he's doing, because the thing
exactly
is he's doing is he's enticing fear.
Yes.
And that's what he likes to do.
It's how he got those people to the border.
And you can tell it's not him. It's that I'm telling you, this is all Stephen Miller.
Yeah, it smacks of that little Nazi.
He is responsible for
Oh, he's a sick son of a bitch.
Yeah. If there was ever anybody that epitomized what a Nazi looked like, it's him. And what comes out of his mouth. Yes, he's a poster child for the Nazi party, and guess who he's working for? Herr Hitler in America.
There's one thing wrong. One thing wrong with him. He's not blonde hair, blue-eyed Aryan, is he?
No. Yeah, well, that's what I always say about all these white supremacist groups. The Aryan, all these guys, whatever bullshit that they got going on. I think every one of them ought to be get a 21andMe or whatever the hell it is, 23andMe.
Yeah.
A DNA test, baby. Let's do everybody. You want to be in the club? Got to pass the DNA test. And if it doesn't come back pure European white, Norwegian or some shit like that, get the freak out, because you're a mixed race, buddy. You're a mixed race, as we all are.
Seriously, my cousin Jane just did that, and she said she found out that on my grandfather's side, he was 11% Scandinavian. Can you believe that shit?
11% Scandinavian. Boy, had a shit. What you find out, baby? I haven't taken one. I don't really have to, because I do have a lineage that I know my family tree that traces to Chile and then back to Switzerland. So my family originally came from Switzerland, and part of them, my family still live there, and I've been in contact with them. And some of my family is still in Chile that I've been in contact with. But just knowing that, it tells me so much about me. And, there ain't a single one of us that are pure anything. And for all you Christians out there, y'all think we all came from Adam and Eve, but Adam and Eve had 3 sons. So, how'd we get here?
Well, let me tell you, man.
Where do they get their wives from?
Huh?
The heartbreaking thing about Stephen Miller is, when this thing all comes down and it's all in the history books, they're going to say that a Jew did this. You realize that?
Yeah.
What does that do for us?
Well, it's not like it hasn't happened before. I'm sure during World War II there were Jews that
Zion.
Yes, that cooperated with Nazis and went against their own kind, but
they're in charge of Israel now.
Sure.
It's
John?
just slaves.
Travis?
There were slaves that did the same thing.
Travis.
John?
Are you there, Travis?
Yep, we're here.
Jackie,
I've got an appointment to attend to, so I'm gonna make a hole, Travis, for someone to jump in if you like. And I'll wish all my friends over there and everyone on the Discord and Facebook and that good night. But I know it's night time in America, but I have to go do an Australian time appointment in Australia.
All right.
So I'll see you guys on the flip side.
All right, Dave, we're glad you come by. I hope the appointment goes well, buddy.
Not a problem, mate. Not a problem. Have a good chat, guys.
All right, y'all take care now.
Bye.
Bye, Dave.
Hey, Velda. Yeah, I sent you that on Discord. What we were talking about for Granny Jen.
Okay.
I sent it to you by message.
Yeah. So what's up, Jen? What do you need?
I was just noticing in chat that Jacqueline had a great idea.
What's that?
She says, you say tar and feathers. I am thinking honey and fire.
Ooh!
What? I missed that.
I like the way her mind works.
Yeah. Wait. Who was that? Who said that?
That would be Jackie Jordan.
Jacqueline Jordan.
Yes.
The lady who sent us the Donnie balloons.
I think she's onto something there, and we need to.
Say again.
In the hot
I
sun.
didn't hear that. What did she say to do?
Strap him down with honey and put him on a fire or on an anthill.
Oh yeah. I love that idea with wet rawhide.
I could be talked into doing that. I could be.
Around the neck.
Come on, let's come up with something original, guys, will you?
All right, damn, Mitch.
I think that's pretty original. I mean, I don't know.
I know where the wet rawhide needs to go, and it's not around the neck.
We can force him to Naruto run into Area 51.
I think
that's original.
If there was a God, well, he'd be struck penniless on the street without a place to go.
Karma.
Yeah, make him beg for money out on the street with a cardboard sign. I used to be president. Now I'm homeless. That's exactly what ought to happen to him.
But he'd still have Secret Service around him.
Or put him in prison. In general population. That's what I say. Put him in prison. If he goes to prison, put him in general pop. That's it, baby.
There's no precedent for that. We've never convicted a president before.
Yeah, we haven't yet.
Yet. Earlier in Trump's tweets today.
Yes.
Did you see where he tweeted that Mueller's two guys that were working underneath him, his associates that were working underneath him, were deleting emails?
You hear that?
Yeah.
That's close. I'm hearing. Sorry, we're getting distracted because that noise is right outside the front yard.
It's just take a look out the window there. It's probably somebody.
Be careful.
I'm sorry, we got a shooter.
Is Louisiana attacking finally?
Yeah, really. Yeah, they're coming for me. Yeah. No.
Duck and cover.
Yeah, we worry. I worry a little bit less now that we have the pen that Jenny is in. She's under the house, and it's hard to see her from the road.
I'm just glad you heard it. So
yeah, I heard
like
it.
I'm a nut.
I heard it. Sorry to interrupt the conversation there. Yes, occasional gunfire when it gets close, we don't like it.
Really quick, do we have David Robertson in here?
I believe he is.
Hello there, folks.
How's it going?
David. How you doing, bub?
Hey, David.
I'm doing well. Hey, John, were you affected by this storm at all?
No.
Good.
We're a little too west for the storm. I watched it on the radar and all that stuff. Concerned about New Orleans, flooding, but yeah.
Yeah, to all of our blue dots that are in that area right now, we hope you guys are okay. Goddamn.
Yeah. We hope everybody's
We're on the
safe.
east. We're on the east side of that.
Now, is this a real tropical storm?
We're getting all the rain.
It was a hurricane. By the time it hit land, it hit a Category 1 in July.
I just want to interrupt really quick. We got a message here from Sparky, and he writes in explanation point, there are no aliens at Area 51. It's for weapons development.
Yeah.
2 things.
Yeah.
1, give me some credit, Sparky. 2, you sure about that?
Are you sure about that, Sparky? I mean, we could get Lone Wolf in here and ask him. He probably.
He's not on tonight, is he?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's here or not.
What about the movie Independence Day? Remember, weren't we talking about this not too long ago?
It was a good, good
that
movie.
Was a good movie.
Yes.
That was a pretty good movie.
And
Smack an alien in the mouth.
It was just a movie.
Well, I know, but
I mean,
some of the stuff from oh my god, what am I trying to think of here? Oh, Starship Enterprise. Remember, that was just a TV show, and a lot of those things are coming. That are,
oh man.
Yep. Look at the cell phone.
Hey guys, I gotta roll. I gotta actually go to work tomorrow.
Oh, that sucks.
Ew.
Better you than well. I got work to do. I'm just not gonna get paid for it. All right, Mitch. Well, take care of yourself, bub.
All right, stay strong, everybody.
You bet.
Enjoy Pennsylvania.
This asshole get away with this.
Nope, we won't, buddy. That's our job. Take care, bub. Yeah, that's our job. That's our job. That's why we try to pump the pom-poms all day long if I have to remind everybody that's exactly what we're doing. And that's our job, to get this asshole out of our house, because ain't nothing going to get better until he does, till we get him out.
Hey, John, how close are you to any of these detention centers?
I got one probably about 120, about 110 miles to my west. As a matter of fact, I'd have to go out my driveway, go down here to the end of the street, drive about 4 miles and make a right-hand turn and drive about 120 miles, and I'll come right up in front of it. So and this one was put up recently by a contractor who's going to get paid money out the wazoo. That's
Sure.
what
Is
that's
that
what
a
this is about.
tent city or is it a real building?
I don't know. I haven't been over there yet. I haven't seen any pictures of it yet. I just know where it is. I'm halfway tempted to drive over there. That's a long way
Road trip.
that's 240 miles. That's in my truck.
That's a lot of gas, ain't it?
Yes, it is, baby. Just
Make a
cringe.
road trip with Dennis.
Yeah, really. That trip to San Antonio is going to be. How far is it?
Go ahead.
It's 200 and something miles to San
Yeah,
Antonio.
it's about 2 hours to get from here to
a
San
couple
Antonio.
hours San Antonio.
Really quick, we want to welcome Bernadette to the call.
Hi, Bernadette.
Hello, Travis. Hi, John.
How are you this evening, dear?
I'm doing well, and yourself? Thanks
We're
for adding
doing
me.
fine. Thank you for coming.
Right
No,
on.
we're doing fine. We're trying to survive another day of this stuff. Another shit show.
Another day of Trump.
Yeah. It's just another day of crap that we have to put
You
up
got
with.
your waders on?
Yeah, it's getting deep, baby. It's getting deep. You know, somebody pull
Right.
the plug. But yeah,
Please.
I
that's-
read something funny today.
What's that, Velda?
3 years ago, and it's funny. It's not funny, but it's funny.
What's
A
that?
woman was attacked in her own house. Guy broke through her front window,
Mhm.
tried raping her. She hit him upside the head with the glass,
Right.
pissed on him
Oh, good for her.
while he was trying to do something, and then hit him upside the head with the glass. He falls off. She grabs a tire iron and beats him until he's unconscious.
Hey.
And he died, didn't he?
Yep, yay for her.
No, no, he went to the hospital.
Oh, good.
Stayed
When he
there
gets
for
out
about
and go to
3
jail.
days.
Please don't
And
tell
then he
me
went to
that she
jail.
got in trouble for this shit.
No, she didn't.
No.
And the
Okay,
cops
good.
go. The cops go. She did the right thing.
Yep, there you go, baby.
Good.
That's exactly what should happen. You know, any woman that is
That
is
made my
attacked
day
or
today.
assaulted like that.
Yeah.
Pick up the nearest thing to you and whack him upside the head, baby. Hard.
See, me and Tyler had this conversation the other day. It's like, you know, people always say don't hit below the belt, but it's like, no, if I
Bullshit.
feel like my life is in danger, I'm going to be pulling every dirty trick out of the book.
No.
Oh, no, what? Are you talking to me or are you talking about the comments? Oh,
No.
okay. Okay.
Brenda Edmonds.
Self-defense, you do
No, I
whatever
just need to nip that in the
necessary.
bud. She said, "How much gas money would you need, John? We could get a fund going. Don't
No, no.
anybody ever do it. Go fund me.
No.
No GoFundMe pages, please. I have a standing rule about that now. I
They
just
take
don't.
hard money anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they, and all that stuff. If you
No,
want to
look.
donate, the ways are there. You can buy a T-shirt.
Yeah.
That's a great way to donate. Buy a T-shirt.
That's actually a good segment in. Yeah, we got our Teespring shop.
There you go.
It's down in the description below if you go looking for a Teespring link. That is teespring.com/store/blue dot in Texas. Got all the classic shirts, the blue dot in Texas logo. Are you shitting me logo? That's a classic.
Are
We
you
actually sold
shitting
2
me?
of those the other day.
That's great.
Yeah.
Somebody bought 2 of our "Are You Shitting Me"
Got
shirts.
some cartoon parody shirts, but not only shirts, we got hoodies, tank tops, stickers, cups, all that stuff. But also, you can donate specifically with the super chat on YouTube or the PayPal link down below. There are many ways you can donate to the show to help us out, do whatever, but there's no need to start a fund going. Like, there's many ways you can support us.
Yeah,
And
Patreon.
Patreon's another way, and that's $1, as low as $1 a month.
$1 a
And
month, baby.
with as many people as we got watching, if everybody donated $1 a month,
It'd make life better.
it'd make things
Make it easier to pay the bills, baby.
So, but regardless, if you can't, we will
It's
be
not a
fine.
requirement.
We don't do this for the money. The money just helps us continue doing this.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's it.
So, anyway.
Well, Dorothy Tyndall, we're glad you're here, baby. We was waiting on you. But we're glad you're here. And
Anyway. Oh, but, you know, I just realized this. I'm going to keep bringing this up because Sparky was like, there's no aliens. No, we never answered me Daffy's question of what was going on. No, there's a group of lunatic people really trying to plan out. I mean, supposedly it's a joke, but I guarantee you at least 25% of those people are actually going to try. They're thinking they can overrun. Yeah, I can fill that up for you.
no, go ahead and I'm gonna
you were
exit.
going to do it.
Well, yeah, switch camera view.
Yeah.
There you go.
You set it up way too far one in. There we go.
I'm gonna run and go get some tea.
Yeah, I can handle the ship for a minute.
Yeah, handle the ship for a minute.
No, but people are really thinking about trying to run into a secret military facility to try to see quote unquote them aliens. You know, in other words, I mean, it's most likely an internet joke, but I really do think some people are going to be dumb enough to try it because you know, they think numbers are in power or power in numbers. So yeah, it started on Facebook,
Travis,
so that's the whole thing. What's up, Jen?
You know, it's going to be a bunch of stupid city kids
who
that are
probably
gonna go out
can't
there,
even
they're gonna
survive
find
in the
out-
desert
They're going to find out the desert's 115 degrees,
and turn
and they're
around.
going to die from exposure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my
Or
god.
called to be rescued.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing out there. Nothing. That's why there.
I don't know. It is mildly entertaining to read everything going on, like Twitter and stuff, of people like talking about this stuff. But that it also kind of irks me just a little bit because, you know, we have these bases for a reason. You know, I'm just saying, like, you know, you can have your theories on what's there and what isn't, but you know, it's serious business. And that's why I like to think this is more of a joke. But I know there's going to be a few people actually show up and think, oh, what are they going to do? Just arrest me? This is a free No, go, yeah, try it.
Yeah.
You know?
Try to get on that. that thing.
Yes, they will arrest you.
And, or they will shoot you.
They will most.
Yes, they will.
If there's enough of them and they get far enough, they will shoot you. There's no doubt about that. And they won't get in trouble for it. Like, what are you doing? You're trying to trespass on a military installation. They have sensors outside the base, like, what, 20 miles out from the gates?
I
So-
believe
they'll
so.
see them
Something like
coming.
that.
And cameras.
Yeah, so... And not only that, you put your plan on the internet, so they'll be... They
No,
probably
wait
won't
for
think...
ya.
They probably won't think anything of it, but...
They'll leave the light on for him.
Yeah,
Travis.
exactly. They'll leave the light on. Oh,
You know what
shit.
would be funny is if they sent up a hot air balloon that was in the shape of a saucer. That would be hilarious.
Well, you know, people have tried to fly drones over there, and they got in trouble for that shit, which, again, that is the dumbest thing you could ever do. Like, I don't know, they've bought out all the land around Area 51 to the point where I don't even think there's even good vantage points to go look at the base anymore. I know there was Kickaboo Peak. There was a mountain outside of Groom Lake where you can climb up, and if you had a high-powered telescope, you can look down at the base, but I don't even think you can do that anymore.
You know what? If I was the commander of that base, I would so fuck with the civilians.
Oh, hell yeah. Hang on, let me turn your mic back on. What's up?
Miss Nomad.
What's
Anyone stupid enough to try to get within 2 miles of 51 will quickly run into the ever-ready, gun-yielding security guards who will gladly shoot first.
Yep.
They
And
do. There are
maybe ask
signs
questions.
all around Area 51 that says they have permission to shoot your ass.
You know, with the world of
I'll
YouTube...
be right back.
Okay, brother.
With the world of YouTube, it's actually kind of entertaining. Or not entertaining. It's more like you see a little bit more than what documentary crews or normal civilians without internet back in the 90s or 80s or whatever
Right.
going up to the gates. But now we have videos of people actually getting arrested for
Yes.
taking pictures outside the gate,
Yeah.
which is a very interesting thing to see because, you know, for the longest time you just see these signs and stories, but now you can actually
Right.
see it. And of course the people
Yeah,
filming
people-
this shouldn't be filming it,
No.
but they're getting away with it. so
Travis has
it's-
shown me several videos of people who
the camo dudes coming
yeah,
out and
yeah, trying to sneak into Area 51. We're gonna act like we're on them guys on motorbikes, on dirt bikes.
fucking idiots.
Yeah, they're zooming right along, and they're telling each other on the video there, all right, we're gonna act like we don't know where we're at. We're just lost if they come. So they got a pretty good ways close to it. And not the base itself. I'm thinking close to the fence area.
It was like one of the back entrances,
Yeah.
actually.
And
That,
I mean, them guards was on them like stink on shit.
Yep.
I mean, quick. And
Ignorance of the.
yeah.
yes. Yep. Anyway.
It worked for Trump Jr.
Truth.
No, that's moneyed. That's moneyed.
I like that. I just seen a T-shirt. Totally unhinged, radical liberal. That's me, baby. Kiss my ass. That's what I go by nowadays. I'm happy with that title.
Yeah, it's just funny because we can't. It's like there's times where you wear some of the shirts the fans send you, and it's like, you know, I agree with the message, but are you sure you want to wear that out there? I mean, you know, we got some nuts out there, but You're like,
Yeah.
what are they
I
gonna
don't
do?
give a shit. What are they gonna do?
Travis,
Yes.
Lily B in the chat has a great idea. She says she'd love to see a T-shirt with your donkey Jenny kicking Trump baby
There
right
you
in the
go.
diapers.
Oh,
I would love to do that. Actually, I can ask Rose to draw something
Yeah.
up like that. I could totally, if people want that shirt, yeah, we can totally make it. Like, I'm actually designing a shirt right now.
I like
Just
that
a little
idea.
teaser. I haven't even told you about it yet. I'm working on a shirt design that is Jenny 2020, and it's going to be in the style of the Hope poster from Obama's run for president. So I'm trying to make like a parody poster of that, but with Jenny. So Jenny 2020.
Oh.
that'd be sweet.
Yeah. Of course,
Blue,
I could
baby.
I could do that with Dad here, but I figured, Jenny. Everybody would. I would like Jenny to be
Buttons.
president. So
You'd make some buttons, Travis.
I would love to make buttons. This company, I don't think they make because we're
Little B said that.
what? What was that?
Hey,
Little B, I'd love to see a T-shirt with your donkey kicking baby Trump. In
Oh,
the ass
there you go.
and the
Boom.
diapers. There it is.
go ahead,
Or
Travis.
refrigerator magnets.
And what's up,
Travis?
Jen?
Take a look at Lily B's avatar. It's very cute, and you should include it in any drawing that you do.
Let's see. I can't actually see
yeah.
them from here. All we got is like Facebook logo and YouTube logo. That's the
we
chat window thing that we got. But this is on the record, and I know Rose will remind me to look at it when I go down. I was tickled to death to see that she was watching. I was like, oh, you're
Who?
watching us, Rose.
Rose was watching us?
Yeah, I told you
Really?
that when I walked in earlier when I went to go check on her.
Oh, no shit.
She-
Hi, Rose.
Yeah, there you go. Hi, love. No, like, because I told you I was getting some shit already. Like, you don't know the nine-tailed fox? I mean, it's like, well, shit, goddamn. I
Miss
don't know everything.
Miss Nomad in chat says, "Hell, I haul for the DOD, and I show up wearing a." Oh, I lost it here.
It says, I wear up showing a T-shirt that says, "Don't lie, cheat, or steal. The government hates competition." There you go, baby.
I love it.
Yeah.
Don't lie, cheat, and
That's a
steal. The
good
government
one.
hates the competition. That's what it is, baby. I'm telling you. And she drives for DOD. There you go. I've dealt with
Bless
a lot
her
of drivers. Yes, bless her heart. In the building that I used to work in, when I was an item manager for the government, it was a big warehouse where we received, equipment in like 24 hours, 7 days a week, and drivers would just back up to the bay and unload their stuff, and it was part of my job to not unload that truck. I was in charge of making sure that so many widgets came in because I need them because somebody over in the hangar is yelling for widgets or something, and so that was my job. But yeah, you gotta have some, you gotta have a good record, baby, to be driving for DOD. So we're proud of you, baby. Proud of you, little B. Anyway.
John,
Yeah.
I had a meme yesterday, and it's a cartoon of Linus from Charlie Brown,
Right.
and he's standing there, and he's got it right above him. What he's saying, it says, "I know my zipper's down. It's 103 degrees out.
Yeah.
My balls are riding shotgun in my left sock."
Yeah, I've seen that. I thought that was cute as shit. Oh, man.
And it
Oh,
was like,
Linus.
yes.
Yeah. It's hot, baby. It
Good
is.
old Linus.
It's drooping all the way down to the sock. It's hot, baby.
We haven't had summer yet.
Yeah. Wait till winter when there's nothing knocking at his asshole
But
to
up
come
there,
in.
do y'all ever get summer? Like, what's the hottest it gets
Yeah.
up there in Washington?
Yes.
It can get up into the 90s. It's rare, but
And with the heat index, sometimes
Yes.
it's over 100. So,
yeah.
Oh,
and
wow.
that's good corn growing weather.
Yeah, I mean, for the last week and a half, we've been hovering right about 68, 70.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
wow.
sounds so nice.
I know it. I want, the Pacific Northwest is just, I don't know, to me, Washington, Oregon, Northern California.
Hey. It's
just-
been really nice up here.
It's a place that I've always, I've flown over it. I have not, I was in
John, you
at
have an
Whidbey
open
Island.
invitation at any time.
Thank you, baby. Whidbey Island, Washington. But I was too young. I think I was like 2.
Oh, there you go.
See,
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That's prime traveling age right there.
Yeah. I did a lot of traveling in my younger years.
That was my daughter calling to check up on us
And you
with
told
that
her.
hurricane.
Oh, is she
Yeah.
down there?
No, she's in Oregon right now. but she just got through watching the hurricane, and the eye is coming up through Little Rock.
Oh yeah, yeah. She's it's a low pressure now system moving right up. Yeah, it's going to dump
And
all over.
we're west of Little Rock by 70 miles west of Little Rock.
Yeah, Arkansas up in Tennessee, they're going to get it. You know, it's going to dump a lot of rain all over.
Are y'all
going to
be okay up there, Velda?
Yeah, Mandy was saying when I get off of here tonight, I'll pick up the local news. But Mandy said that they were predicting tornado outbreaks tonight.
Oh,
yeah,
geez. Well, you
shit,
know,
don't-
if you gotta go, Velda, you're more than welcome to go.
I'm not
Isn't that
worried.
nice of him? Isn't that nice of him trying to
I'm
throw you
not
off the show?
worried.
You want me to smack him for you?
No, I'm not
Okay.
worried.
Well, we're glad
I've
of
got
that.
I've got my charms up.
There
Thank you
go.
very much.
There you go.
There you go.
Ain't got nothing to worry about. Shit. Who would
I've got 'em
dare
up
send
all
a
over
tornado?
town.
There you go. There you go. No.
Town don't know it, but I've been putting charms all over town. Keep
there
the
you
storms away.
Well, there you go. There you go. Using some of the who would be a good one? Cleric? No. Well, yeah, maybe clerics would do that. I don't know. Clerics are normally the
Pagans.
healers. Yeah. There you go. Pagans. I don't know. I was trying to use Dungeons and Dragons logic or something.
Wizard.
Yeah.
Wizard.
Wizards would do it.
I'm a wizard.
Yes. Well,
Yeah,
you
you
have
are
the
with that
beard
beard.
one.
No shit. I could do Merlin. I could
Yeah.
do
There
Merlin.
you go.
Dumbledore too.
Dumbledore. Is that's a good thing, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Dumbledore is
well,
awesome.
I don't know.
I mean, I have.
You've never watched Harry Potter?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
Oh, child,
I
you
want to
need
watch
to
Lord
be
of the Rings.
educated.
The one I really want to watch, sit down one day and watch is Lord of the Rings.
Good luck.
Why?
They're long as shit, and you can barely sit through a normal length movie.
He's right, I do. It's hard to peg me down. More than 2 hours? Are you shitting me? I'm going to sit here for 2 hours and watch this shit? I got shit to do. And that's
I guess he wouldn't watch Dune, would he?
Oh, I don't know.
What? Watch what? Who watched
Dune.
Goon?
Dune.
Dune.
Oh, Dune. I've seen that. Well, I've seen the picture of it. Dune. Look kind of science fiction-y. Is it?
Yes.
There you
And
go.
it's like 10 hours long.
Well, nip it 1972. We're glad you got here, bub. We've been waiting all evening for your ass to get here. But we're glad you came, baby. So, anyway. Yeah.
You know, one of these
there's-
days you might spook someone doing that. Like, well, we were waiting for you, and they're
Yeah,
gonna be
we was
like,
all waiting for you, Nip It.
and then they're gonna be like, what?
You was running late. You didn't know any better, so we're gonna forget it. That's all right.
Jesus Christ.
Blue Dot family, baby. We're a big family. Dune is a 5-hour movie. Is that right?
10 hours.
No. I'd have to do that in parts. Sheesh, man. I'd have something be outside calling my name, honey. I gotta go outside.
We
They're
finally
calling.
finished season 6 of Game of Thrones, so now we finally get to see the 7 and 8. So,
Travis,
yes.
stop there. Stop there.
Stop.
Yeah,
Don't
really.
watch 7 and
I
don't
know.
watch 8. Don't watch 8.
Yeah, just
don't
quit
watch
right
8.
there and go. Just
See-
quit right there and go. That was a good show.
Here's the thing. I've got that a lot, but as a wannabe filmmaker, you know, I do pay attention to story, and I want to reference, you know, what everybody hated
Right.
about it, and just try to, because I've pretty much binged it, so everything's fresh in my head, and I just want to see how
Travis,
everything lines up.
careful. I haven't finished yet. I haven't got through the first season yet, so
Oh no,
no
I'm not.
Careful.
spoilers.
Trust
Careful.
me, I've learned
Okay.
from the worst.
What I
It's-
will tell you as a wannabe filmmaker is watch 7 and 8 through a wannabe filmmaker's eyes and learn what not.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Some of the best things you can ever do is learn what not to do.
I just want to let
not.
BB know I have watched Band of Brothers, buddy, and it is.
Oh,
That
that's
was a good movie.
That is an excellent movie, Band of Brothers, and a true story.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
Velda?
BB, I will sit down to watch
yeah.
something that's like a documentary or based on an actual story.
Yeah.
You got me there. I'll sit down and watch that.
Velda,
Yes.
spoiler alert, everybody dies.
Everybody dies, Del. There's nobody here. There's nobody left, baby.
And just-
Everybody dies.
And just really quick story here, because I want to respond to Velda by saying don't spoil anything. Don't worry, I've learned from the worst, and I say this with a loving heart.
What?
My mother I love my mom to death, but there's a reason why I'm binging Game of Thrones all at one time.
Keep her mouth shut.
Nope. It's like she starts talking about it.
Oh, you saw the part where blah, 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 and then she'll go right into the next episode.
And then it's just like,
no.
Shit, don't. Or
Mom, I gotta go. I gotta go now.
Yeah, he tells her to. No, don't tell me shit.
But, I mean, but that's why I'm binging it, because now we talk about it, but I just make sure I tell her, now wait a minute, before you tell me anything, just ask very vague questions. Have I seen this in particular event, like, very carefully? But I mean, of course, the internet's already spoiled half of it for me anyway, but there are some surprises I didn't know about, so.
I didn't see who made a comment about Curiosity Stream. We have that. That is
yes.
a cool venue to go watch shit.
I'm watching a new one last night, and it's one of those, it's a blowing glass competition.
Oh,
I've heard of that show.
And boy, oh boy, is it the artwork they're doing?
Yeah.
Oh my God, beautiful.
You know what will catch my eye? Forged in Steel, or Forged in Fire, or whatever that show is.
Yes.
Where they got the guys, iron workers beating on
ready
steel.
You ready for
that's
this shit?
That's me, baby, right there. If I could pick up my hammer anymore, that's me.
You ready for this shit?
What?
You know Abby?
Yeah.
Her boyfriend is partnered with. They make blades together, but he was one of the winners of Forged in Fire. Mm-hmm.
No shit.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Oh, I'd just love to get with him.
Come down to RealmsCon.
Baby, if it has to do with fire and steel, and steel getting, I'm there, baby. Yeah. That's why I went into welding. That's why I love metal art. I love,
Well, I'll tell you what. If you come down this year to Realms, I can introduce you to them, and you can talk with them and all that, because they would love to meet you. Because again, as a craftsman yourself, y'all would have a lot in common.
I love to fabricate shit.
Yeah.
I think Travis, that we should feature some of John's work on the show sometime.
That is something we've talked about it.
Except John can't build any of that shit no more. My machine is long gone.
Yeah,
dude.
that's the only reason, because we had to let go of a lot of our shit.
Our first year of doing this show, it cost us a lot.
Yeah.
For the first year, I did this every day. I did a show. Well, look at us. We're doing it every day now, just about, except for Saturday. I mean, every day I would go down to my shop and do my rant. And I used to make extra money. But when I started doing this, well, this consumes your life, really. And one at a time, things went by way of the pawn shop, and that was one of the big ones that went, was my welding machine. So don't do that.
No. But, I mean, there's nothing saying we can't get back into it. And it's something that I've always wanted to do, because we can easily do one of these live streams, set up a camera in the shop, and we can live stream Dad working on this stuff. So once we get back up on our feet and get set up, we can, not only could you potentially, get back into making this stuff, but we can also do like giveaways.
What I wanted to do, the last thing I wanted to do right before I started this, the next thing I was going to do was going to be the skyline of Corpus Christi laid out in stainless steel on a black, background. But it was all I was going to mold the stainless steel to match our bridge that is going to be torn down soon, and our twin towers, and all the iconic look of Corpus Christi.
Yeah.
But I ought to dig out them roses I made. I made a set of roses for this old boy. He wanted them made for his welding truck. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm glad he never got them, because they're cool as shit, and he doesn't deserve them. So.
He got them.
Did he get them?
Oh, hell yeah. He paid for them. I gave them to him.
I thought you had a few left over, though.
He pissed me off. No, I have one that I didn't like.
Oh.
I mean, you can see the rose, but it's not as well of a rose as the ones
that's what
I
I've
did.
seen in the shop.
Yeah, you've seen that little
that
tulip-looking thing.
Yeah, but it looks cool as shit.
Oh, it was. I was really proud of the roses I made.
Oh. Wait, so you mean that cheapskate actually paid for something?
Yes, he paid me. So
wow.
I didn't want to give them to him, really, because after I got done with them, they were, if I got to say so myself, they were beautiful. I thought they really came out better than what I was expecting.
Can you imagine when you do it again? They'll just even be better.
But I see some people on the internet, some of them that do metal art and stuff, and some of these people they're just fantastic. They can just, anything from jewelry to, belt buckles or whatever it is, you know. I don't know. Just something I like to do, you know. Spider bend buckles. That was my. I'd go down here or to festivals. I'd be one of them guys at a festival with a little booth set up with all my buckles and stuff out there, and my bracelets and stuff under glass, and I'd sit there and go, "Howdy, how y'all doing?" and sell my shit. But
see, he's been doing that way before the show.
I was doing. Yeah. But you know, my buckles. You know, normally my buckles sold for a minimum of about $125. So if you walked over to me and said, "Well, ain't that just a little high for a buckle?" Well, yes, it is for your taste. Get your ass down the road. I don't really give a shit.
That is the worst thing you can tell to an artist.
You know,
put hours and hours and hours.
It would take me a week. It'd take me a week to make a buckle, to make it really to where it's polished up, finished product.
Well, I can go to Walmart and get me a.
Well, get your ass down there.
$20.
That's what I'd tell him. I can get me a Walmart buckle. Well, get your ass down there, buddy. That's what you want to wear. That's fine. I'm good. The only people I couldn't sell a buckle to is the guy that won his buckle. Those are the guys that I couldn't sell shit to. If he walks up and he's got a bull riding buckle on it, that's on. He ain't interested in my buckle. He won that buckle, and they're mighty proud of that. If you win a buckle in a rodeo, baby, that's what you're wearing. So, yeah. Well, that was it. I learned how to make buckles while I worked for the Army. I was an aircraft missile welder, and you had your own booth, and you worked on all sorts of turbines and combustion chambers and shit like that. And then if nothing was going on, well, you just sat in your booth over there and piddled around and did something. So I took up the trade of braiding steel and making buckles. But
nice.
Yeah.
Look at you fiddling around at work.
I was saying, it's not fiddling around. I was practically improving my craft.
True.
That's it. That's what I was doing.
Eye-hand coordination was what you were practicing.
That's right. Just making sure that I could keep my eye. I was pretty proud of my shit. When I was a welder working for the Army, the biggest compliment I ever got was the supervisor of the shop next door, the NDT shop, non-destructive testing. Everything I did had to go through non-destructive testing. And I did a combustion chamber, which is like a great big donut. And this is where the fire happens, baby. In a jet engine, this is where it goes. And you have to make a weld all the way around it. And, I don't know, I'd say maybe 3 feet diameter. And the supervisor of the NDT shop came over to the welding shop supervisor wanting to know if he had gotten a new machine, because this weld he was looking at was perfectly done. Every ripple all the way around that thing was evenly spaced out. I was really in the mood, tripping on I got into that whole thing and just made it perfect all the way. I was like, "Hey, Joe, get a new welding machine over, a jig fixer?" Nope, that's John down there. That's right, baby. That's my shit. There's a lot of jet engines riding around up there in the sky with my welds on them, so there you go.
That's so cool.
Did you see those came through this week of that I forget whose flight it was, Delta, I think, of that jet engine.
Yes.
The compressor blades came apart.
Yeah, I seen that video of that red. Yeah, that don't make you feel good.
That is why I hate flying.
Yeah, let's get this shit on the ground. Well, I always say that, when people talk about parachuting, because it's something Mama doesn't want me to do, and I want to do again. And why would you jump out of a perfectly good airplane?
Let me pull up a video for you.
Because there's no such thing as a perfectly good airplane. Every airplane you see out there flying, there's a gripe list. Now, whether that gripe is a major gripe or it's not a major gripe, or it wouldn't be in the air. But it has got lots of little minor gripes that have to fix this little thing or that little thing, or every time an aircraft flies, it comes back and there's a whole list of gripes that the mechanic has to fix. What?
I'm gonna put this link in the Discord chat, but I just want Dad to see this video because I don't know if he's ever seen it.
Put it up there for everybody to see.
Yeah, no, I am. I'm just putting it in.
What is this?
Discord chat, because you say you want to skydive, right?
Oh, you bet your ass.
Yeah, well, let me show you
Mama's
this.
Really fighting against this shit.
Let me show you this incredible video. This is like something you'd see out of a movie.
Oh, this is
a video game.
Is this a tandem?
Check
Two guys? Okay.
So there's going to be no audio. There's
no audio.
No audio.
Okay, here we go.
Don't worry, nobody gets hurt. Everybody lived, no injuries.
Oh, is this that mid-air collision?
Yes.
Yes, I seen that shit. There goes the airplane, people. Better be glad you had a parachute on.
Everybody had GoPros on.
Everybody had something.
And again, no one got hurt. No one died.
Everybody made it out.
Everybody made it out
I
fine. Otherwise, I would not be pulling this up.
Yeah.
But this is incredible footage because what happens? Someone wasn't paying attention, and I can't tell if they're going down or they pulled up.
There, it's both. You seen both airplanes right there.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Yep. There's a problem.
So there's one reason of why I don't like flying, and I don't like the idea of. I love the idea of skydiving.
You see the view you're getting right there?
Yeah, I see the view. All right. I see.
What could be better than that?
Well, not
that right there. Just put me out on the wing. Let me stand there for a little while. I'd be tickled as shit.
Yeah,
Let's
not
go,
that
baby.
wing. I don't want to be on
that
wing.
Shit, that's from the other view.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. Ugh. That's terrifying. Anyway, that's enough of that.
Okay.
But I just had to
John?
pull that up.
Yes, ma'am.
Last night Wayne was watching a documentary about a airplane that flew around the world and not a drop on gas.
Is that
It was
solar?
all done. It was the solar airplane,
Yes.
and it flew all the way around the Earth.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That is. That's.
Who's developing that? I forgot. Was it SpaceX or?
No, Google had some sponsorship of it.
There it is.
But it was mostly a private concern. Had some NASA research going on.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Did
you see what happened this week in terms of aviation history?
Uh-uh.
A flight crew of I think it was 7 pilots took a Gulfstream 650, took off at the space shuttle landing area in Florida,
Yeah.
flew up to the North Pole, then flew down to the South Pole, and then back up to Cape Canaveral.
Wow.
In record time. They beat the old record, I guess, by like half an hour.
Damn, that's intense.
Flight without
And
fuel.
they streamed the entire event over the internet.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
Awesome.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Of course, the flat earthers didn't believe
but-
it was real.
Yeah, flat Earth.
Of course they didn't think it was real.
You're gonna fly to the edge. Watch it. Be careful. Yeah.
Oh my God.
The magnetic field
We
won't
didn't
allow
even
that
bring
to
up
happen.
flat
It
Earth
makes it
until the
turn.
very end of the show tonight. God damn it.
Well, you had to throw it in there. Hello,
Leave it to
Valerie Wood.
Jen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh Jesus,
Boy,
that's
howdy.
so funny. It's funny and sad at the same time. I mean, we've had this conversation 1,000 times.
Oh, there's a new revelation this week, though.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
There's no such thing as, get this,
Yeah.
atoms.
There's no such thing as atoms.
Yeah, that's right.
So.
I'm clapping to the person who figured that out. Great discovery, yo.
Yo, no atoms, man.
So what are we made up of?
Yeah. What's the deal?
Like what?
Well,
Eves.
they don't explain that.
Oh,
yeah, of course
Eves.
not.
You're made up of Eves.
Bees?
Rainbow beans.
Rainbow bees.
Adam and Eve.
Oh, Adam and Eve. Yeah. Yeah.
Eve.
Like I say, Adam and Eve had 3 sons. Just tell me how we all got here. That's all I want to know. There's something fishy going on there.
Yeah.
I've got one other.
My God, is somebody okay? I heard that.
Bernadette,
heard about
everything
flat
okay
Earth.
over there?
That's my grandson. He's in the other room playing video games.
Oh, he
okay.
must have won. He must have won. There you go. Tell him good
he
deal.
must have blew something up.
There
That's
you
all.
go.
Okay.
Good man. Yeah.
Oh.
You heard that Trump rescinded his offer for the World Cup women's soccer team, right?
No.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he did. But here's a little footnote that goes along with it. The men's soccer team is paid $500,000.
Yeah.
The team is each. Okay? The women got $90,000 each.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, it is bullshit.
That is
You know,
bullshit.
equal pay for equal work, baby.
Hey, they're winning though.
They're winning a
They
whole lot
should
more.
be.
The men haven't. The men haven't been winning. The women have won it 4 years in a row.
That's some
No,
bullshit.
no. 2 years in a row.
Nate, that's a Timex expedition.
No,
watch.
I don't.
Nate, Frederick just asked me what kind of watch that was. He was wondering.
Oh.
It's a Timex expedition, but it's probably about the 6th, 7th watch
One.
I've had on the band. The band is actually not part of the watch. It's my band I had made for me in the Philippine Islands, and it's got personalized shit on it. But I appreciate you noticing it there, Nate. Thank you very much, bub. He says, awesome watch.
Cool.
It is. I get compliments on my watch. Ooh, let me see your watch band. And yeah.
How about that shit?
I've said this story before. I'll never forget the day this watch was made. The watch band was made for me on the streets of Philippines.
Yep.
So
good deal.
But I appreciate that very much, Nate.
Isn't it cool when you get or something gets recognized that's just like so subtle?
I get that on both wrists. So people, oh, that's a pretty bracelet. Yes, ma'am, it is. Won't see another one like it either. I'm looking for somebody else with it. I'm no, they didn't make the
just
only
make
one.
one, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen one since I bought it in 1971, and it's the only one that I know of. So
yeah,
I'm waiting for somebody. Anyway.
Oh man. Well, we should probably be getting close to calling it a night now. It's 9:18.
Well, yeah.
Miss Nomad brings up an interesting point. Except I don't know, Miss Nomad, who is what moron Waters? Who is that you're referring to?
Waters on fake. Oh, did you hear that moron Waters on fake news? She said that the women's soccer team shouldn't be paid at all because they refused to kiss the ass of Trump. I think they ought to get paid double.
You know,
refusing to kiss Donnie's ass, and I'm
Here's-
proud of them for standing up and saying
Here's
no.
my question: what the fuck does sports and
Like, what do you want to do?
know,
Go
like,
get a
what's-
hamburger? A cold hamburger's been sitting out there under a light for about 3 hours waiting on your ass to get there?
Yeah, for
that's
real.
that's the glory that you're going to get at the White House nowadays. Kiss my ass, he can keep it. Don't want your
First class.
Yeah, first
Jesse
class,
Waters.
man.
Oh,
Jesse Waters is the person who
yeah.
said that. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, Nomad.
But
That is some shit.
yeah,
though.
no, I'm proud of him for telling him no.
Yeah.
And now he'll just say, well, whatever. He'll whine about something.
Yeah, guess what?
Yeah.
You know, whether he likes them or not, whoever thinks they shouldn't be
Nobody
paid,
wants to
guess
go
what?
see his ass.
Like separation between church and state, there's should be a clear difference between separation between government and
decency.
sports. I mean, sports.
I don't mind.
decency
No.
too, but
I think
yeah.
I think the White House normally should to stand up and accept heroes, sports heroes, and other heroes of our society into the White House.
Absolutely. I'm not saying that. I'm just
but
saying
this little
it's like,
scumbag, nobody wants to go visit a racist. You're a racist, lying piece
Yeah.
of shit. No, nobody respects him. Nobody has any respect for him at all. He's just a scumbag. You're a lying piece of shit who's going to offer up hamburgers.
He's a womanizer.
He's a womanizer.
He
He's raped
women.
Yes.
Why would any
He's
woman
a liar,
want to
a
go
cheat,
see
and a thief.
him?
You know, everything he's ever done. Oh, come to Trump University. We'll teach you
I
how to
think-
be a billionaire.
And he
Just
hangs
give
out
me all
with
your money.
pedophiles.
Yes, he does. Jeffrey Epstein was his buddy for years and years and years. From the 80s all the way up to about 2000, whatever it is, when 2002 or something, when he said he kicked him out of.
I think it's a badge of honor for the women's soccer team to be not asked by Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
do too.
Yeah.
I agree.
Linda Douglas, it is 9:20 here in Texas, baby. I hope it's the right time where you're at. She just asked. I was just. I'm trying to pay attention.
What is
to
it? The
this
right
chat.
what right time is what? 5 o'clock? 5 o'clock somewhere?
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. 2
Yep.
o'clock, whatever. Nowadays.
I mean, any time could be a 5 o'clock
That's
if you
right,
really
man.
need it.
The
That's
key to the
right.
time.
That's right.
That's right.
Did you hear that Susan Collins of Maine has got somebody running? The girl
Yes.
who's running against her.
Somebody needs to run against her. Somebody
Sarah
with some-
Gidden.
Sarah Gooden.
Gidden. Giden.
Did she just announce?
Last week,
Okay.
Outstanding.
I hadn't heard that.
and that's in Maine.
Man,
Yay.
blue, baby. Yeah. Yeah, Susan Collins
Yeah.
got to go. You know, there's
She's a Democrat or Republican?
She's a
She's a Republican.
Collins is Republican. Sarah's Democrat.
Sarah's a Democrat then.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So she's got competition in the race. I thought you were referring to.
Oh,
the
I'm
primary.
sorry, I misspoke.
No, that's all right, baby.
Yeah, she kind
I
of
do
blew
it
it
all
with
the
the whole
time.
Kavanaugh. With the whole Kavanaugh thing, that's where Collins went down the tubes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
She
then she
lost
having-
her way.
yes.
All the Republicans have lost their way. Every one of them. To stand silent day after day after every shit show that we see, the racist crap, the bullshit that he does, the lies that he does, the more the Republican Party stays silent, the worse it is. They have, it's why I shake my head. The big picture is they have lost every right for any kind of patriotic feelings or anything, because they failed to stand up, because they're cowards of this man. They're afraid of him. They're gonna make up a nickname for him or some shit. Donnie will call you a loser or some shit.
Hey John, wasn't that a shit show with Pence at the detention center
Yes.
for 90 seconds?
Yes.
Staring
off.
Yes,
that's what it made. Look, staring off into the
Pence on
distance.
camera.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's a poser from the
Yeah.
word go. He practices that look.
Yeah.
He wants to
He
make
had
sure
that-
he has.
He could
A
have been
face for every
watching
occasion.
zoo animals.
Yes, he does. I
He
swear
could
that's
have
what.
been watching dogs
Yes.
or cattle.
Yes.
He stood there
It's
like he
the
was
sa-
watching cattle.
Well, to him, he was.
Yes.
To
John,
him, he was.
You know, it's very reminiscent of how the slave owners watched the black people on the block. It was
Yeah.
very
It's with the same.
reminiscent of that.
It's with that same sense of privilege, that
Yes,
they
it
are
was.
they are above what they're looking at. Well, baby, take a good look around this country, because that's
And
all
Lindsey
of us.
Graham
and
was standing there right there with him.
yeah, Lindsey Graham
and-
said he doesn't care if they stay in there for 400 days. That's what he said. That's what Lindsey Graham
He
said
needs
today.
to go.
Yes, he's a disgusting turd who was bought off by Russia when he went over there. Or they got compromising on him, too. They got video of him, too, I guess. Anybody that goes over there, I guess they got compromising videos on him, because they sure come back a different person when they go to Russia. And that's what happened to Lindsey Graham. He went over there for that little visit a year ago or whatever it was. He came back a
remember.
changed man. Ever since then, he has been pumping nothing but Donnie. And, it's...
He's had his head stuck up Donald Trump's ass.
Yes, ma'am. Well, that's how I thought Pence got his look, because I swear to me he looked orange in the close-up interview there.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it just looked orange to me, and I'm thinking, there you go. That's what you get when you got your head up Donald Trump's ass. You come out orange. That's all he is, piece of shit.
Did
I
you
don't
see
know.
where the water was?
Where the water was.
Mm-hmm. For the water. Okay, if you look at go back and watch, you'll see that all the water containers and paper cups are on the outside of the chain link fence.
Yes. Yeah, you
The
had to
water
ask.
was on the outside.
So
of
you
the
had to
fence,
ask
that's
for a
correct.
cup of water.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. Now, if you take a look, that the men are separated by 2 cages.
Mm-mm.
Nowhere in either one of the 2 cages is there a toilet.
Nope.
Well,
I
wouldn't-
had to
A mat-
watch it. I
a
had to
cot
watch
for
it
them to
3
sleep
times.
Mhm.
I had to watch it 3 times to
It-
make sure I was not seeing what I was not seeing.
Yeah.
It's inhumane what they're doing. That's the only explanation. That's the only way you could describe it. It's inhumane. It's heartless. They look at them like every one of them's a criminal. Are you shitting me? Half this, this country was built on migrants doing the work in this country. There's some show coming on, the secret workforce. That's who it is, baby. These people work their ass off. They pay taxes, but they don't get the benefit out of it. They're not getting Social Security when they get old.
Nope.
They just
Nope,
don't get it.
They can't.
But if you talk to any
benefits
Trumper,
from it.
well, they get all the benefits. They get food stamps, and they get this, and they get that. Bullshit.
Nope.
They work their ass off for their money. And there's a whole lot of corporations, a lot of businessmen in this country that are tickled to death to hire them because they work for cheap.
How has this big roundup been going today?
Yeah, I haven't heard much of anything.
No, I haven't either.
I don't know
Everyone's
how.
still waiting for it to get started.
I don't know how
Yeah,
they could have
okay.
picked up anybody with the word that went out.
It was just a ploy to stoke fear.
That's
I
exactly what it
seen
is.
a
It's a
march.
dog and pony show. That's
Yeah, you
I
don't
s-
announce that.
No.
Not if you're
They
serious.
announce it. They announce it specifically because they know people died.
Yeah, because we're going to talk about it.
They can extend this out.
Yeah.
I seen a protest today, which was a bunch of churches that got together in different areas of the United States protesting this. The real churches, the ones that really care.
I think most of the mayors aren't supporting it.
No.
No. They're
And
like,
those small churches are the ones that are on the front line.
No, they've
trying to
made
help these
they've made a very good effort to get the word out, telling people, don't answer your door. You're not, required to.
I love Nancy standing up with that paper telling them, do not do this.
Yeah.
Reading that paper. You don't have to answer the door.
Yeah.
If they don't have a real judge-signed warrant,
Right.
you don't have to go.
Yeah, because there's somebody, one of them, I can't remember his name. He had been in this country for 21 years. He is undocumented, but his family, his wife and kids are all Americans, and they were afraid that he was going to get picked up and left. And he's been here for 20-something years, and it makes you wonder. The guy's not a criminal. He's got a job. He's a tax-paying member of society, and why do you want to all of a sudden run in and take his liberty away and take him back over to Guatemala and drop his ass off with his family here? Now what's going to happen to his family? They're Americans. They're going to need some kind of assistance if he's not here. So it places another burden on society to have to take care of those that are left behind when they had a working member in the family who is providing an income. Yeah. All for what? For your vain attempt at your, I don't know, whiteness or whatever the shit it is they think.
This is his re-election campaign.
It is, baby. It has been. It worked the first time.
The last roundup, they picked up a husband and wife, and their children, a 4-year-old and a 9-year-old, were left at home alone in the house for 2 days before relatives could go pick them up.
Ain't that sad?
Winning.
That sad? Yeah, winning. Hey, you're gonna be tired of winning. You'll be so tired of winning. Yeah, well,
he was right about that.
In the White House and in the government and in the Senate. The criminals are in the Senate and in the White House right now.
The biggest one's named Mitch McConnell. That guy, he's got to go. Kentucky has to elect a new senator for the good of this country.
One of my friends and I were talking, and they said, with all of these prisons that are out there that are operated for profit,
right?
Why don't we just empty everybody loose, take and get rid of all the personnel there, take the fences down, and use it for mental health, and put doctors and turn it into rooms for vets that are homeless that need help and stuff like that.
They have a system for the mentally incapacitated in this country. It's called jail. That's what they do with most people that have mental problems. Mm-hmm. They get arrested. There's some commotion goes on, something happens, they end up in county jail.
Or dead.
Or dead. Yeah. So there's so many things that we have to fix in this country. We could sit here and make a list a mile long of the shit that we have to fix in this country. But we don't get a shot at it unless everybody gets out there and votes, baby.
Got to.
Virginia, just this last week or a month or so ago,
right?
Cops are patrolling the where the coal miners are, watching the cars. Okay, and there's this brand new Escalade in the yard, and there's this guy, and they shot him 5 times. They even yelled out, "Hey, nigger, stop what you're doing."
Are you shitting me?
Okay. Well, see, the thing is, they shot a guy that worked in the mine that was covered in coal dust, making his skin black. And let me tell you what, they called the 911 in matter of moment. And there was witnesses to him that said, "Hey, nigger, stop." And he didn't stop because he didn't realize that's who they were talking to. And they no more said that, and they opened fire. There was witnesses all the way around.
Boy,
that's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And, yeah.
It is ridiculous,
it's
but
not
unfortunately
until the
not
good cops,
surprising.
Yeah, in this day and age, it's not surprising. It's not like, oh my God, that happened. Yeah, it happened again.
Yeah.
Because there is systemic racism in our police forces. There's systemic racism in every form of our government. They're there because they're in our population. Every entity we have, reflects the population. And if there's a scumbag out in the civilian world, there's one in the police department, there's one in the military, there's one in the government. They're everywhere that we are.
Did they catch that on a body cam?
I don't know. But the only thing I could think about is these guys are probably racist themselves.
Oh, yeah.
And all I could
yes.
think about was him being shot. He's probably racist. And you know what? The shoe's on the other foot.
Yeah. Yeah. If you appear to be.
And
black.
I'm sorry that I, but no, I'm not sorry.
Yeah. It's what they used. That's the language they use. And it should be called out. Anyway, Travis is letting you know it's 9:30. So we're going to be cutting this one short. I mean, not short. 9:30.
No, it's on time.
Yeah, it's time. It's time. Yeah, I've been trying to tell Mama, yes, I'm going to try to stay on schedule. But as I said, the list of things that we need to repair in this country is long. But we can't repair any of it without your vote, without your voice in this matter. All of us. Everybody in this country should get out and vote every chance they get, but in 2020 it is imperative, not only on the presidential level, the Senate level, the district level, your state level, your state house. It is important because the things that are being done now are going to take years to correct, and we can't get started until we take control. So the most important thing I can leave you with is to stay involved, stay informed, and be a progressive member of this society to rescue us from the hell that this country is going through. And on that note, I want to say thank you for all of you for tuning in, listening in, and participating. Your time is the most valuable thing that you give us every time. So the donations are great, but it is your time and your ear that you give us. That is the most important thing that you give us. So all that shit, like, share, and subscribe. Go by our YouTube channel and subscribe, and do all that kind of stuff. Like, share, and subscribe. John Burdwell, Blue Dot in Texas, and all that crap. Y'all take care, and Monday starts all over again, baby. This Wednesday, I will probably not be doing a rant. I have a meeting I have to go to, and I don't know what the outcome of that meeting is going to be, so I don't want to commit myself to a Wednesday. So I'm going to do my Monday and Tuesday, skip Wednesday, and we'll be here Thursday and Friday. So that's my lineup for the week. Y'all take care, and see y'all later. Bye.